When I'm with you, I know I'm safe beside your arms. I'll make sure that you won't ever feel lonely no more. Whatever past we had, the future we will see. I'll be here until the day that you leave me. Don't really miss you, and I don't even care about you, and I don't even want you, but I wrote a song about you, about you, about you. On this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold, so pure, divine, and I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold, forged to inspire. It's starfire. It's starfire. It's starfire.
which stands for Mod Development Kit. This has the Kit Foundation recommend MI at mod, and you can just hit run. Obviously a requirement if you know Java, there is obviously a requirement for these tutorials 16. If it doesn't, and as I said earlier, if you don't have those, you need to rerun the setup commands. But once you have those, you can just go run configurations, and if you come down to Java application, you will see the three configurations, and you can just hit run. And this is, as long as you Java do, it has really messed up here, and then you can just create a world, and that's pretty much it. So that is it for this setup. Obviously make sure here that it says Java version 16. If it doesn't, then this is really weird stuff. Yeah, but just make sure it's on paragraph. From here we're just going to create a simple class, and we should leave this at lowercase for the rest. And for our mod ID, living in the dark. I feel so alive, still remembering what I want, but it ends with you. Candlelight has gone out, some will win and some will lose. Nothing much else to say, thought I was searching for something. Door has closed, not a sound. Take a look as I am now. Still I smile when come speak. Will you please slow down? Slow down. Slow down. Slow intertwined, and you're not listening. It is your choice to make a little mockery, it won't do. Further down the line, still surrendering, trying harder to forgive you. Candlelight has gone out, some will win and some will lose. Nothing much else to say, thought I was searching for something. Door has closed, not a sound.
Slow down, slow down. We roll up to the spot and they know it's enough to go down. Start a party, we vibing, rocking nobody around. We roll up. We roll up. Action.
been up for 3 nights. My eyes are bloodshot red. Damn, I wanna see the sunshine. It's getting to my head. One look in the mirror, don't like what I find. I know that somewhere in there there's a good guy, but he runs away at midnight. I'm sorry that I stole your car. Ain't got those tattoos on my arms that don't mean shit to me. Maybe you should pull the alarm, so I don't take it way too far. Die before I'm 23. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. My siblings are perfect and I wish I were the same. Making bad decisions, it should be my middle name. I love playing with fire, it's my favorite. Watch it burn my whole house down, not feel a thing. One look in the mirror, don't like what I find. I know that somewhere in there there's a good guy, but he runs away at midnight. I'm sorry that I stole your car. Ain't got those tattoos on my arms that don't mean shit to me. Maybe you should pull the alarm, so I don't take it way too far. Die before I'm 23. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom.
Or this is what happens when I'm out of my medicine.
There's collateral damage, I gotta go.
I'm sorry that I stole your car. Ain't got those tattoos on my arms that don't mean shit to me. Maybe you should pull the alarm, so I don't take it way too far. Die before I'm 23. I'm sorry, Mom. 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 I'm sorry, Mom.
I want you to stay. 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 I want you to stay.
Breathe you in like oxygen. Oh, in an otherwise suffocating world, I'm reaching out for arms, I'm drowning in the open-ended love we're making, girl. Exhale the past, inhale a future that lasts. Change my heart, change my mind. For the last time, wanna believe in the life I've led. I don't wanna leave another word unsaid. You know my heart will follow you in tomorrow. In tomorrow. Holding on to memories that we shared. My evidence you once really cared. I'm reaching for a hand to pull me up, up. One open to an everlasting love. Exhale the past, inhale a future that lasts. Change my heart, change my mind. For the last time, wanna believe in the life I've led. I don't wanna leave another word unsaid. You know my heart will follow you in tomorrow. In tomorrow. I was ready to surrender my heart to you, only you. These lights all around me keep blinding my eyes from you and the truth. Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me why. I know, no, you won't save my life, save my life. Baby, keep on, you're making the waves. You and I will never be safe, be safe. If the walls come down, will you pick me off the ground? If the walls come down, will you save me or burn me down? I was ready to surrender my heart to you, only you. These lights all around me keep blinding my eyes from you and the truth. Don't tell me why. I know, no, you won't save my life, save my life. Baby, keep on, you're making the waves. You and I will never be safe, be safe. If the walls come down, will you pick me off the ground? If the walls come down, will you save me or burn me down? Feel uninvited. Left home in West LA. I'm not excited. So uninspired. On my way to play the bay while you're alone. This girl's a wonder. She loves me as she needs to know I love her. I wonder if we'll make it through this summer. Just wanna touch like back when we were young.
some trouble. When he's around, my problems seem like double. His stupid eyes put me on ice, so no, no. Don't slow me down, don't wanna do this solo.
Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more.
after, well, it needs to be mapped. So basically, everything will be named properly. Type of mapping that they have to change to what our package will be. So our main sort of hub. So I'm going to be changing that to io.github.therealturtyworty. Whatever you want in here. Pretty much, it needs to just be a unique name, and then it does need to be archive-based name. This needs to be okay. So you can see no spaces. Where you see in here that says example mod. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'll just put tutorial. Right here, actually, in the data args, you can go ahead and actually get rid of this. Actually, in the data args, you can go ahead and actually get rid of this and change it to the archives base name, or you can add the same block. We can go ahead and change actually that stuff. So in the same button, so me, that's meant, but here again. Should be. So now we can just save that and we can close it. And that's pretty much it. Let's just delete this and up here. D prompt it will end. But let's say way, then it runs. I'm not hit enter. Good stuff. We'll see actually too much stuff. Oops. Actually I'm supporting pro one close launch and run data, run server. If you don't have these dependencies, as I showed and yours problem is fairly so not a clip blind case. You just want to use dark theme, and it will prompt you with the next steps.
It's never too late to admit when you're wrong. Turn a new leaf, see a new dawn. The time to decide has come and gone. Just give me a chance, we can carry on. I made my choice, these drums of your voice, they run through my head as I remember the day. Stay in this moment. Fill the frame. They say we're lost without aim. Today the stars will lead red. Soon blue will guide us instead. I make the stars fill the frame. They say we're lost without aim. Today the
never too late to admit when you're on. Turn on your ear, see your news on. The time to decide has come and gone. Just give me a chance, we can carry on. I've made my choice, the strings of your voice, they run through my head as I remember the day. Stay in this moment.
I'm just a note to make you smile, and you need me to hold you close, and all your fears that you dream of will disappear and flutter on. Whoa, hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the riddle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. But I'm so just look on, and I'll look down, and all your fears have run aground. Then you said, all I ever wanted was to love like this. All I ever needed was to feel like something more than a closed door flat on the floor. I can offer so much more. All I ever wanted was to feel at ease. All I ever needed was to get up off my feet. 'Cause I believe in hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the riddle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. But I'm so
next steps. So from here, once we are now in Eclipse, we have everything set up. We want to actually get rid of this and change and run data while it's in. Let me just list. Depending on any of, indeed that is on, though it does have to installed JSE. Run graphics settings. Okay, and from here you can be blinding, and you may now be blind. So if that is indeed the case, you just from there you just go general appearance, and you just change the theme to diamond, in which I go help and Eclipse Marketplace. Oh, not dev. Install this and package explorer and existing Gradle project. So I'm 17. Now here you'll be Java. Make sure this is our home is. And Eclipse Foundation. I think it's different, similar. 2 errors. Part here. You want to just have mine is unbound. Yours is here. This Eclipse Foundation folder.
Let's set up the workspace for modding in 1.19 with here. Everything we need is going to be linked. Install it onto your PC like any other program. Download the latest. Then we can delete the zip file here, and we can also delete all of the text files. So the changelog, copy at least the Java edition modding as well. Copy it over where the Forge tutorial is. There you go. So this can take anywhere from a few seconds to maybe even a stuff. and you can then paste in the actual window here. When the errors come up, everything is going to die. Everything that read long as you and then making sure that our end, like that, totally fine. You can completely ignore this settings that you center and then need to take a look at just in case. So let's go to File, Project Structure, and then making sure that our SDK here is selected to be 17. So we want to basically select the JDK that we have just downloaded in the beginning of the tutorial here. Default, but that's going to be totally tools, Gradle. Go to File, Settings, Build Execution Deployment, Build Tools, Gradle, and make sure that the Gradle JVM here is Project SDK. If that is the case, we can hit Apply, OK. Just click on the class over here. Tree appearance, make sure that flatten packages displayed. So for this, you're going to go to this options menu over here, tree appearance, make sure that flatten packages as well as compact middle packages are turned off, and then it's going to expand like this. This is how I'm going to use IntelliJ. I have to do that. Build.gradle file actually, we have a version of the mod 0.0. Suggest doing it in that case it's going to mod ID. I'm going to talk about the mod ID in just a moment. In this case, account enjoys net.john to be in just tutorial mod. So the mod ID, it's very, you cannot hashes see the numbers. There are currently no place. This is the entire over here. I have to stick with the official mappings. There's another thing that we wanted to change, and that is the example mod over here. So press Control. We basically want to replace example mod with tutorial. Click this to select the entire word. Press Control R, and then here we're going to say in this replace window tutorial mod. So we basically want to replace example mod with tutorial mod. We're just going to say replace all, and that is going to be fine. It says load Gradle changes. This hopefully, so that is exactly what you want to see. Example mod class. So at all examples, we actually the way that it's set up here. Now this is once again, of course, this would totally work. I'm going to make this a little bit different than the actual string underscore ID, because that's personally what I change rid of those comments as well. We don't need those at the moment. And I'm also going to change the formatting a little bit. There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete the on-server starting method over here, and we'll keep the client mod events over here, because this is actually going to be very important for us later. But what we can do is name of the class, and this does not have to have the same spacing as the mod ID, because this is the name of the class. Once again, I refer to example mod. As you can see, net enjoy tutorial mod. We can then delete the com folder, and then everything should work totally fine. We're structure that we have defined in our build.gradle only help you. Java knowledge, highly suggested over here. If you don't know what a class is, if you don't know what a method is, highly suggest taking a look at my the same structure, almost the TOML file we have to travel, we have a license. So I'm going to choose, of course, the MIT license. You can see, so those two have to match, otherwise it will not. We don't have a do. You can also change the description. Before we actually start it, we also want to call the start working. Now, how can we start Minecraft? Well, let's just go to the Gradle tab on the right here, expand the tasks, forge Gradle runs, and then just in case before we actually start it, we also want to call the gen IntelliJ runs over here. So let's just double click this, just so that we have this. This is going to, well, download some additional, a few, exactly what you want to see. At some point, the that's going to be a window from Minecraft will open. All of this is, let's actually turn off the music thing is working fine. So that's how easy it can be. Now in the mods.toml file, there is also how it's looking inside of Minecraft, as well as already added something and you want to share this with the world, which also works, and that is totally fine. So you can see now this has built. Where is our jar file though? Well, our jar file is in the build folder. So you 18, that is our jar file. We're going to say open in Explorer. Jar file though. Well, our jar file is in the build folder. So you're going to right click on here. We're going to say open in Explorer. We're going to go into it, into the libs folder over here. And you can see tutorial mod 0.0.1-1. There is one more step, that a version that VCS button, making one. Then we can proceed into Git. Now, you don't have to make this private, especially if you want to ever share this with someone when it will simply author say exactly this. The button said do a change that you can then go to the, it's totally fine. This you can see, add it all the way down this time. Series again, I am sure of it. And well, let's just see what crazy things we can come up with this time. Thank you. Let's set up the workspace for let's add a custom item to Minecraft. So first of all, in your tutorial mod package, right click new package called item. And then inside of there, we're going to right click again, new Java class called mod items. This window will appear if you have added a GitHub repository to your project. If you do, then you just click the add button and then it will add your class to your version control system as well. 1F and 2 world item, key to all write forge registries tab.items, inside of which we're going to write tutorial mod.mod. We're going to say items. Between the mod event bus and the add listener over here, we want to say mod items dot register and then passing in the mod event bus right here. And that will register our mod items, and any item that we basically add is going to be properly registered. Going back to the mod items class, now the question comes, how do we add an angled brackets? We want to say item once again. This is going to be circon, and this is equal to items, referencing the items deferred register right here. Dot register, and then I'm going to type in a string. Now, as soon as I add the quotation marks, this bus here will appear. This generates automatically. You do the name case character a new supplier. So this is just going to be open and close parentheses, followed by this arrow over here, and then a new item. So once again, we're going to choose net Minecraft new. This is a builder pattern. So basically, we can set a resistant food rarity and set no repair, but we want the tab here and we want to then say creative mode tab, and you can see once again it already suggests things to us. We're just going to add this to the miscellaneous tab for the time being. So I selected it, press the tab key again, and then the tutorial mod. So this needs to be exactly our mod ID, the one that we have defined right here. So this one has to be the same name as this one. Make sure that this is written correctly. And now we come to the folder structure in the assets folder. This is extremely important, so please pay attention. In the assets folder, inside of the folder that is named after your mod ID, you're going to right click new directory called block states. This is the first one. Then we're going to go into the tutorial mod folder again, right click new directory called lang, L-A-N-G. We're going to go back to the tutorial mod folder once again, right click new directory called models. We're going to go there one more time, right click new directory called textures. Make sure that all of those are written correctly. They are all contained in the tutorial mod folder that is contained in the assets folder that is contained in the resources folder. This is the exact way that the folder structure has to be set up, otherwise it will not work. Following along in the models, not blocks, not items, and then a bit easier and important. So dn underscore bracket, the closing curly bracket, dot, okay, for mod, which is so in mod ID, example, hover of this file is very important. The name of this file has to match exactly the name that we're passing in here. And then inside of here, colon tutorial mod. So it is very important. The parent here, triple in the description below, textures, well, this is called circon, which is this. People are confused right here, but that the JSON file, but what you can basically do here, this way, and then here, description below, we're also going to name down and some creative mode tab, but for creative mode tab, that is going to be fine. And we're going to look at this in game for the time being, but then we'll also add, after I've shown you the first demonstration, we're also going to add our own custom creative mode tab. But for the time being, this is all that we need. So let's start the game and see if it works. All right, so we find ourselves in Minecraft, and let's just go to the miscellaneous tab all the way down. And there we have it, circon, and we also have the raw circon as well. So you can see, I can throw them around and we have everything here inside of the game. So that is perfect. That is great. And now let's actually see how we can also add this to a custom creative tab right here. We're just going to press in the method here. This is going to be another creative. We need more time to installation for the tab, our custom tab over here. So everything working pretty much exactly how you'd expect it to. Right in the tutorial tab. So yeah, new directory called item. Once again, click on this new file, and this is going to be called the circon.json. So the name of this file is very important. The name of this file has to match exactly the name that we're passing in here into the of this. Then we want to generate it. Then we'll make a close one, item/circon. If that was too quick, all of this is available to you in the description below. Get a repository and individual gist as well, and I will explain one more time. So it is very important. The parent here, right, is item/generated. It isn't seen this time where we come to the text item to copy this over this in the textures folder, which is this one right here. And that is one of the examples for the item model JSON files, and now our item would be inside of the game. However, we're not done quite yet, because some people are confused. Well, how do I add another item? Do I need to make another mod items class? Of course not. That is ridiculous. Mainly, of course, because it's called mod items, not mod item, right? So that should be the first hint right here. But no,